Here are 11 rules that you must follow when formatting dialogue in your fiction using American English. Rule number 1. All dialogue must be contained within quotation marks. Not apostrophes, not italicized, quotation marks. Now you might say, Elizabeth, sometimes Donna Tartt writes dialogue without using any special punctuation at all. It looks exactly the same as the rest of her prose. And to that I would say, when you have a Pulitzer Prize in fiction, then you can format your dialogue however you want. But until then, you need to use correct formatting in order to get readers to actually read your book. Sometimes you may add italics to a line of dialogue in order to emphasize certain words, but that's just a stylistic choice, not a hard and fast rule like containing all dialogue within quotation marks, which is a hard and fast rule. Rule number 2. He said is not a complete sentence. You might think it is, perhaps a simple complete sentence, because it is a subject and then a verb, and that seems like a sentence. He ran, he sang, he jumped. Those are all sentences. But he said is not, because said is a transitive verb. It needs an object, not just a subject. He said what? He said hello. That is the sentence. Hello is the object. So often I see new writers format a line of dialogue like this. I quit my job, he said. That is incorrect. The phrase he said is just that, a phrase. It needs to be part of a larger sentence. Remember, he said what? In order to make it be part of the larger sentence, you use a comma to combine this phrase with the spoken line of dialogue. I quit my job, he said. That is a sentence. Instead of a period after the line of dialogue, there is a comma, and instead of capitalizing the H in he, a lowercase h is used. Because it is not the start of a new sentence, it is simply part of a larger sentence. This could also be reversed and still be correctly formatted. He said, I quit my job. Even though the line of dialogue comes after the dialogue tag, it's still contained in quotation marks and still follows a comma instead of a period, so it is still correctly formatted. Rule number 3. Punctuation goes inside the quotation marks. In the previous example, the comma is inside the quotation marks, not outside. This would still be true if the line of dialogue had an exclamation point or a question mark. The punctuation is inside the quotation marks, and the speaker is not capitalized because it's all part of the same sentence. The speaker would be capitalized if you were using a proper noun, like the person's name. In this example, we're just using he, which is not capitalized. Rule number 4, there can only be one speaker per paragraph. This simply means that every time a new character speaks, you must start a new paragraph. You can't have 2 or more characters speaking in the same paragraph. That is not proper formatting, and it's also confusing to read, because it quickly becomes impossible to tell which character is saying what. For example, I'm going to the store, Michael said. Again, he rolled his eyes. Yes, we need milk. Do you need anything else? I don't think so, Michael said. Who is speaking here? How many speakers are there? It's literally impossible to tell. The correct way to format this dialogue would be like this. I'm going to the store, Michael said. Again, he rolled his eyes. Yes, we need milk. Do you need anything else? I don't think so, Michael said. When formatted like this, it's clear to the reader that there are 2 distinct speakers. We can also easily tell who said what. With the previous formatting, when the dialogue is in all one paragraph, we have to simply guess who is saying what, and it would be easy to assume Michael is the one asking if the other character needs anything from the store. But that is not what the author actually wanted to convey. Instead, with the correct formatting, we can see that the second character is actually the one asking Michael that. Rule number 5. If a speaker quotes someone else in their dialogue, use a single quotation mark around the quote. For example, when you said, pinch me, I thought you were serious. The quoted line is contained within single quotation marks and separated by commas, not periods. The entire line of dialogue is again contained in standard double quotation marks. Rule number 6. If a dialogue tag is placed within a line of dialogue in order to slow the pacing, it is surrounded by commas. For example, Mom's vase, he said, is broken. The sentence here is, Mom's vase is broken. So even though a dialogue tag intentionally slows the pacing, is broken is not a complete sentence, so it follows a comma, not a period. And it is written in lowercase letters. Is not capitalized. Similarly, rule number 7, if an action beat is placed within a line of dialogue, then it is contained within 2 unspaced em dashes, not commas. For example, Mom's vase, he glanced behind us, is broken. The em dashes are not contained within the quotation marks, and the action beat does not start with a capital letter. Rule number 8. If a line of dialogue is interrupted by another speaker or an action, an unspaced em dash is used before closing the quotation marks. For example, Mom's vase is broken. The em dash is placed within the quotation marks. This would be the same if the dialogue were interrupted by an action. Rule number 9. If a line of dialogue is left unfinished and trails off before the end of a sentence, then an ellipsis is used, placing it within the quotation marks. Rule number 10. If a character speaks long enough to require multiple paragraphs, opening quotation marks are placed at the start of each new paragraph, but closing quotation marks are only placed at the end of the final paragraph of dialogue. Rule number 11. Don't use non-speaking verbs as dialogue tags. For example, "I'd love to see Lydia dance," he smirked. Smirked is not a speaking verb. It's not like yelling or whispering. Words can be yelled or whispered, but they can't be smirked. Only synonyms of said can be used as dialogue tags. The correct way to format this would to either add the action after the dialogue tag or include a second sentence with the action. If you'd like to learn some simple ways to write better description in your novels, then click here. Also, I do offer fiction editing on Fiverr, anything from short stories or single chapters to whole novels. If anybody has a story out there that they'd like for me to look at, please check out the link in the description box below. Thank you!